October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really? It's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix? Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know we're going to get into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. Today! It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. Alright, we're heading into the trial. Where we've got no evidence at all. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving that they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be like that. I wonder if it'll be like that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Oh, this guy, I hate him. Ugh, disgusting. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I am the director. I make the Steel Samurai new brothel. Yeah, I don't like him. It's Salmonella. Salmonella, I am director television. We are at Global Studio. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well, please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. Powers is innocent, you know what that means. If someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Witness testimony the day of the murder. I was at the studio from 9 that morning. During the morning I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I'm trying to figure out this guy's voice again. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. No, that's Russian. That's what I did for the lady. But I had the meeting in the studio trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination the day of the murder. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. Is that when you always came into work? Oh no, I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still, I don't know what that means. I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action sequence. Were you? You weren't there. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheating on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. And why is that? Why did it go on for so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? I keep going back to Russian. Oh right, thus the limp. Which of course led to me losing lunch. Roughs. I don't know what does it keep saying? Roughs rolling on the floor starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Disgusting face. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's a contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What do you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. I remember that. Who ate lunch there? I am a good girl. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I can't bother 2 voices. I'd suspected as much. Because I can't remember the voice I did for him. It was German. Ja. So when exactly did you eat it? We took one break. No, I've lost it. We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then, Drew. A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. We were in the meeting until around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turned to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. Switz, what's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Oops, ruffle. Well, Mr. Manella, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. Witness testimony, the break. Yeah, whiff, we took a break, Ruffle. It was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 2. 12, what? Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Stop with your tongue. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Steams. He's steaming? I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination, the break. We took a break. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45 PM. The murder was at 2:30. 2:30. That's the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. Edgeworth is not saying anything for some reason. It was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh right, the other one was D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 50 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol. Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1? Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. You claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? Yeah, why not? If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4, the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path. Whoa, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter-argument, Mr. Wright. And I'm afraid you lose this round. Ooh. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Oh crap, I messed up! Very well, the court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we do indeed have a decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. It's the boy! The boy we found. Order? I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi... I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere. After all. You. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Alright, back to the trial. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. He barely reaches it. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right! Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Of course, guards have that. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness? What? Just because you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is gonna be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You are present. You were at the Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. Why have they allowed him to bring a katana in here? What, Pops? You want me to tell you in the grounds with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer being a gentleman myself. A very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you say you had to bargain terms with a kid, and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. Cody's camera, you just camera. Cody always has it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Witness testimony, witness's account. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods, off the path, so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost in the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. You didn't have your camera, but you had your camera with you all the time. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Cross-examination, witness's account. I want to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've taped every show, and I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found him up on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that the day the first time you'd been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that's the security lady. That security lady's always yelling. Right, please continue. Chill, Pops, I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you? Cut me off all the time, jeez. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in a valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Buster Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Yeah, the music is quite good, isn't it? I love these games. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Wait. Alright, let's pull out this one. The Steel Samurai. Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? Totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kinda far away. He's been awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move, not a bit, like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro, what a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. No, that guy really died. If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera, You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix. Remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Alright, let's check our court record. Mia is one tough lady. Time of death 2:30, pierced by spear. Dragging one leg 2 p.m. Maybe it's the kid wearing this. They both look... I don't know actually. Guide map. Ooh, wrong thing. Skip this, I've seen all this. You always carries it. You said you always carry it. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? That face. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? The judge is an old man. He don't know nothing. Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, sir. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Oh, there's his little box. So, did you have a camera? And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well, please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. A murder. He was watching a murder. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Cross-examination, what I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. You just said you didn't have your camera with it. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you're watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay, then tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. Well, surely you'd remember the evil magistrate. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then, the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, a samurai chop, a samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder. Cody. What? Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part.
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Objection!
Reversal objection. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order? Order! Mr. Wright! How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer. We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? I don't think we can show evidence. We've got nothing to support that. He was watching something else, he couldn't watch it. He was watching something else. He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking at something else. Probably. Probably something else? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. I'm doing the Judge 30 with his voice. That's right, I am. Thanks. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on, think of something. Think of something. Nothing. Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Do you have another explanation for this? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why would he watch the climax of the fight? Your Honor, I have evidence. Oh, I just wanted to see if I could look at the evidence. I could have done that with court record. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? The monkey head? It might have crashed. Here's my proof. Proof? Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Huh, lost your nerve, have you? Very well, I'll ask you the question again. We have ascertained. He couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? Alright, that makes more sense. Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? So it is something to do with the evidence. Your Honor, what could it be? Oh, he's still learning how to use it. He was trying to use the camera. Here's my proof. What's that, the camera? The witness stated that he recently received his camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? I'll chop your head off with my katana. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. It is a reach, but it's allowed. Right, me, it means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. Witness testimony. No photo? Are you stupid? Do you not know how to use a digital camera? Yeah, you're right, Pops. The steel samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. I swear. I think that was the last bit. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. No photo cross-examination. I don't think we need to do anything there. Escape from the clutches of villains. So did you see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the steel samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture, I really tried. But then the lens wouldn't open, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the steel samurai. That's all that happened, yep. I don't think that is all that happened. That's all? Yeah! I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have, once I got that lens open. Really not even take a picture. Nah, he would have definitely taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers, okay? Wow. This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but I was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious? Because Mr. Edgeworth told me to. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. Better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes? This is just short testimony. There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Let's check evidence. I mean, I didn't. He died at 9. The guy died at 2:30. I never questioned this one. Pops. Yeah, I called you Pops. He's back here, geezer. That's why I hate about brothers. Steel samurai just escaped from the clutches of the villain. That doesn't make sense. He's moving strangely. So maybe if I click the wrong thing. present this picture with him dragging one leg. Yeah.
Objection!
It was the security camera. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. Maybe it's the last thing. You show this book where he has it. Maybe this one? Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Uh-oh, alright. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whizam! I got 'em all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's perfect. It's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of a Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order? Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. What a truth it is! Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Cody Hackins is a cool last name. Tell the truth, the bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No! No way! No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied instead. The Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth! Stupid little boy. Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. We pushed too hard. Let's keep going anyway. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight. Right. Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Everybody lies when they're on this trial, even about stupid stuff. Even if it don't matter. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently we've all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. Hammer was the victim. Steel Samurai. There was clearly a victim. Somebody died. Hammer was the victim. That is what we believe. But I think Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order, order, order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, saying that man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying. Jack Hammer was present at the actual scene run through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about Will Power's footing theory. But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Remember what Mrs. Olbeck said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Mr. Oldhammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Yeah, the little old lady was crazy lady. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick! No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now! Bro, you the guy saying go easy on the kid. Here, this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. Yeah, he just pulled the photo out of nowhere once he knew it wasn't the Steel Samurai that lost. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence, except that spear has duct tape on it. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in the photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. Well, ooh, what could it be? It's obviously this thing. Present. Oh wait, it's Studio 2! You seem to be lacking even more confidence in video. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it all. They're at Studio 2. Present. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright. Yes, please, Your Honor. I pointed at the 2. I guess I'll point at the 2 up here then. It is the 2, right, that I'm pointing at. Take that! Your Honor, look at this. Oh, because the other one was backwards. I see. A gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Oh, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? Ugh. I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible! Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. Stupid judge. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Studio 2! Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path is blocked. The trailer is there. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked. So we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. Salmonella. In other words, the victim went to the Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! Defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me the proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprisingly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Edgeworth is slow in the head, bro. Here's an empty bottle of sleeping pills. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle? An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacker's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbang may have been the victim, Miss Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? That's probably the more important. Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Damn, I thought that everything was going to end at this trial, but I guess not. Very well, court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Why not? Are you sure? I was a kid. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Alright. Another day of investigation, and then we'll find the truth.